Hey, viewers and listeners. This is your host, Big Law Lawrence Johnson. This is the Seven City Shoptalk Sports halftime show for the game against the University of Florida. Of course, UVA down by 2. And I'm thinking, as this team continues to navigate itself and to try to find out exactly who they are and what their capabilities are and what they can do, I feel like um it's you're playing against a top 5 team, excuse me, a top 15 team, and they're still in the game. I think Coach Sanchez is trying his best, but not having like a true point guard is something that's really showing up. I mean, I like the energy they came out with, because they did come out and they did play up somewhat a little bit up tempo. They shot a little bit earlier before the shot clock ran out. But you notice when they started really getting into their game plan, typically how they play, they actually started to get into that lull, of their offense where they can't score. I want to say, was it 5 minutes, 6 minutes? And now down by 4 at halftime, 35-39. I'm sitting here thinking, all right, they're still in it. They haven't played their best game. They have made some shots now. They got to figure out a way to get McNeely, IMAC. They got to get him more shots, man. He's just not getting his shot off. So they got to run more offense for him, even if it's deliberately just running him off screens, running trap screens as well, just whatever, just get him open shots, and he doesn't need to handle as much. But that also comes with having a true point guard at the helm as well. What's going on, Wesley, my man? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in, brother. But yeah, it just comes down to execution, and Day Ames is going to play a big role this year, man. I mean, I'm not, I've given Rhodey a hard time, since he's been, here on the grounds, as far as like criticizing, or not necessarily being the biggest fan of his, so to speak. But, he's doing what he can. I do see a marketed improvement in his game. My man, Tim Wright. What's up, Tim? He says they are showing improvements. They need to crash the boards on both ends, missing another big man and rim protector. Absolutely right, man. I mean, I think Kofi needs more time, Tim. I'm just feeling like, yes, crash the boards. But you also remember they like to get back and play their defense. So, you're throwing caution to the wind. If you crash, because that means you won't have an extra man if they do get the long rebound and go back the other way. But I do identify with some of that. I do agree. Wesley's also saying attack the basket more and play off of that. Yeah, and I think getting to the rim, just getting, driving to the rim, trying to get fouled or trying to get a basket at the rim. I think that's something that they really need to try to focus on. And then that alone is going to it will open up some of the shooters on the perimeter. Now, if we can figure out a way to stop turning the ball over, I think we got like 7 turnovers or 8 turnovers right now. And if we could stop turning the ball over, we're only down by 4 points. Think about that, to, one of the top teams in the nation. Number 13 in the nation. And, we have all these turnovers. They only have 3 turnovers, I think. And if we could, even if we're missing shots, just don't turn the ball over. I get missing shots. Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. But don't turn the ball over. Take care of that ball. Get open shots for your shooters. I think we need to play Kofi more. Need to play the rookie more, along with Elijah Sanders together and Buchanan. And I know it's tough and rough because they run 2 big men, a 4 big man rotation 2 at a time. We need to have our rotation with, it's a 3-man rotation, 2 at a time. We got Elijah Sanders, Bukes, Mr. Buchanan himself, and Kofi. We need to run those 3, two in the game at a time. I know it'll wear them down, but we need to crash the boards. We need to secure the rebounds. when they miss, and don't turn the ball over. I think we can win this game. What's going on, Peggy? Thank you for tuning in as well. One of my loyal viewers and listeners there. She said, we will get better as the year goes on. I absolutely agree. So, we'll see what this team has to offer us towards the end, but only down by 4 to the 13th team in the nation. Let's make something happen, guys. Let's go, Wahoos. Now to the football. So there was 19 signees today, high school kids coming in, committing, to the team. Nate the Great in the building. What's going on, Nate? He says, "Oh right, Nate's there at the game." He says, "I'm here at the game." He said, "I can't hear your commentary." So here's his update. He says the arena is maybe 60% full. They had tickets on sale for $3. Pretty bizarre. Seems like UF overlooked us a bit. The students are a little rowdy, but the rest of the fans are quiet. Thank you for that, Nate. My man on location, on the move. Thank you for that, brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. Seven City Shop Talk family and friends always contributing. This is what it's about. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's interesting that it's only 60% full. But I guess because it's a weekday, but Florida, a lot of things to do in Gainesville out there, beautiful weather. Tim Wright saying Sanders is a decent 3-point threat. Unfortunately, we need his size down low. You can't have both. No, I think at this position that we're in, we need him down low. It's lethal when we give up offensive rebounds and we don't get our own rebounds. So I think it's awesome, that he can shoot threes, but I think that his where he's going to make his hay with us, and really be super effective is down low. We need his body. He's a big, strong guy, 6'8", about 240 pounds. He can hold his weight. Also, he's our best block score on the block score back to the basket. So, let's see how this game goes. But as I was talking about earlier, the football team signed 19 or got 19 commits today. And, yes, absolutely, Wood. What's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in, Wood. One of my hosts there at Seven City Shop Talk Sports. So, it was a interesting day, at the University of Virginia on the grounds there with the football happenings. Of course, the biggest questions was not, oh man, we got a lot of kids committing. We got 19 kids. That's pretty cool. I know that a lot of people are going to say, so what? They're 3 stars, but I'm surprised that we actually had that many today that actually committed, and a couple flips as well. And a couple of those flips are actually, pretty good players. Too much. I know it is too much to cover in 15 minutes, man. But we're gonna try to do what we can. But this is what we'll do. We'll get back at it. If not later in the week, next Tuesday with the team. But football, a lot to talk about there. They were asking him about pretty much the coach's futures, his assistant coach's futures, and he's trying to talk about the recruits, which is the proper thing to do, is to give the recruits their day. If you truly care about the program, let's nurture the young blood that's coming into the program, and we'll have to figure out the other stuff later. Coming up, we still got a couple weeks before Christmas, so you never know, what could transpire, within another week or two here. But shout out to the young men who committed to being Wahoos, at least for this year. Never know with the NIL, but let's see how they develop. But let's get back to the game. I appreciate all of you fans, friends, host Chad Wood for tuning in. We got thank you for hanging out with us. But as of now, there goes Wood. No coaching changes. At this moment, they did not say there was some. You're absolutely right, Wood. But we got to thank all of you for tuning in and hanging out with us. But as of now, the shop is closed. Thank you, guys. Stay tuned. We got more information coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.